welcome to episode 14 of Virtually AWA. I can't believe we made it to 2 weeks already. I hope you're really enjoying the series so far. It's something I'm really enjoying doing, so if you've enjoyed the series so far, please don't forget to subscribe again so you don't miss an episode every single day. As I say, it's been 2 weeks into it now. We're just getting into April now in the series, so it's ticking along nicely. This, as we started it back in January of 2021 in the save, of course, using the Killing the Business mod. If you're interested in which one I'm using, I'm going to probably add a few more wrestlers from the Who database into in soon for like other British companies, because I think we've only got Progress, Rev Pro, ourselves, and maybe one other one. And I want to make it a bit more difficult for myself, obviously, giving more challenges. Maybe more companies will try and poach our talent. But it's ticking along nicely anyway, I think. So hopefully that continues today for our next set of tapings. And it is certainly one where we're going to see some interesting developments. Let's see. In terms of the world itself, we have one bit of news for you, which is that this man, as you can see now on the screen, Jim Ross, has announced that he is retiring from all wrestling duties. The 69-year-old Jim Ross officially retired. He made his intentions clear for some time, but as we reported at the time, is now said to be looking forward to enjoying his time away from the business. For those who watch AWA on a weekly basis or semi-regular basis, they've got their main pay-per-view tonight, Double or Nothing. Unfortunately, there's going to be no fans there, but the show was really good last year. It's got a good card this year. I think you've got the likes of Pac versus Orange Cassidy, which will be an interesting one. You've got the women's champion Nyla Rose taking on Hikaru Shida, who I really think's underrated for how good she is in the ring. Shida, that is. And there's obviously other matches as well, so don't forget to check that out on Fight TV. I think it's on here in the UK. Elsewhere, it's probably just check your local provider. That's tonight, UK time, probably 12 or 1 o'clock, I would say. In terms of our world, though, yeah, Jim Ross is retiring. He's taking time away from the business after being involved for so many years now in WWE, WWF, local promotion, I think Mid-South, I think he was in earlier on, and then obviously AEW in recent times. We've got a backstage incident before we start these tapings, so let's check out what that is. There's an incident involving Super Ninja and Lewis Blaine. Let's check out what they've done. Super Ninja was brought before the wrestler's court, accused of being absorbed by his phone when he should have been paying attention to a locker room meeting. The judge, Lewis Blaine, found him guilty and sentenced him to buy a crate of beer for the locker room. Super Ninja has the unpredictable personality and is currently irritated. This incident had a small positive effect on Super Ninja, which is good. The only one we got to deal with, so we'll move into the show. Once again, we are taking it live from the Wolverley Sports and Social Club, our hub here in the Midlands. And I will book the show and I will come back with the first segment. So, see you in a moment. Welcome back, and we get straight into the show then. Foxcatcher has come out and he is having an interview in which he goes off on Alex Rancid and how he cost him the win 2 weeks ago against Nick Flag in the champion versus champion match. He demands that Alex Rancid comes out to explain his actions. Alex Rancid then comes out and points to the British Championship and says, "I've got your attention. Let's hope you make it worth my while now." As he says that, he walks back up the ramp and out of sight. He's made his intentions clear. He wants Foxcatcher to put his title on the line against Alex Rancid in the coming weeks. Will he do so? We will find out. This segment gets the show off to a hot start with a rating of 21, and it advances the G storyline. Just a side note, I've labelled the storylines by letter. I know what the letters mean, but obviously it's to prevent you from knowing the stories before they happen. If I put like blah 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 wins the title, it would give it away too early. So it's just to make the anticipation for when the stories ends a bit more exciting, in my opinion. Next up, we have the title match that was booked last week. Alex Windsor taking on Lacey James for the AWA Women's Championship. And in a decent match, Lacey James defeats Alex Windsor in 12 minutes and 25 seconds by pinfall with a twist of hate after a distraction from Connie Steele. Surprising, Connie Steele, one of the good guys of the company, coming out and causing a distraction for Alex Windsor. She turns around into a twist of hate for the win. Is this a heel turn, or has Connie Steele inadvertently cost Alex Windsor the match? We will find out soon. Lacey James nonetheless makes defense number 3 of her AWA Women's Championship, and they get her both for rating around 20, and the segment gets a 19, so not bad. The match got the crowd even hotter as the show rolls on. Next up, Tommy J. Curtis. You find him walking into the backstage, opens the door, and he finds Nick Flag there, just getting ready. And he approaches him. He says, "Hey Nick, as you might be aware, I'm on the lookout for the very best to join the Thomas J. Curtis Network. As the AWA Commonwealth Champion, I can't think of anyone better to ask. So how about it, champ?" Nick Flag finishes putting his tape on his wrists, looks up at him, and then just walks out of the room. And as he's leaving, you hear the voice of Tommy J. Curtis just as the door slams. "Think about it!" And this segment gets a rating of 21, and it advances the I storyline. So not too bad. Obviously, Tommy J. Curtis trying to find new people to recruit to his network after Soul Killer, Hydrosis, and Rio left to form Renegade recently. So who will join him? We will find out soon enough. 21 segment rating, not too bad. Next up, we have the match that was booked again last week after Fantazmo won the Battle Royal. In a decent match, Mike Kash defeats Fantazmo in 7 minutes and 39 seconds by pinfall, using the ropes for leverage. Mike Kash makes his second defense of the AWA YouTube Championship. Mike Kash gets a rating of 23, Fantazmo gets a rating of 25, and the segment overall gets a 24. This advances F storyline. Obviously, Fantazmo wanted to get his hands on Mike Kash, but Mike Kash, bit squirrely, bit of Weasley as he was, he's put his feet on the ropes for leverage and he's picked up the win, much to the annoyance of Fantazmo, who berates the referee after this, but he can't do anything about it. The match is already finished. And then finally, ending the show this week, Lewis Blaine appears, grabs the mic, and accepts the challenge that Chris Cage set down for him last week as the show ended. Both of these men are former big champions in this company, and they're going to go head-to-head next week. After the last time they faced each other, it ended in a no contest as they brawled out, and they were counted out by Mr. X, the referee. This gets a segment rating of 21 to end the show. A consistently good show this week, and hopefully that reflects in the overall rating. And the rating gets a 23 overall. That's pretty good. That's one of our better shows. The show increased our popularity in 14 regions. And that kicks off April with a big start to the month with a good show for the British Wrestling Weekly. So, thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please like this video. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe so you see the show every day as it comes out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.